I saved almost 2 hours using the Cloud artifacts and investigate how I can this implement to my workday. And today I want to show you how to do this based on my free cases that I prepared for you. And then you can recreate using my cases and my setup to implement the artifacts to your workday. I prepared 3 cases. The first one is working with prompts. Daily base, I create a couple of prompts and always need to remember about my structure. That's why I created some artifacts that help me to structure my draft prompt to structure based on my structure, my system. So the second one is working with data. I have a lot of raw data that what I need to use and transform to nice dashboard or nice vision or clear vision. That's why I created some artifacts that help me to do this. And third one, it's learning from video. I prefer using YouTube to learn something new, but it always takes a lot of time to watch this video, find something that you want to learn, highlight this, and then transform to the nice next step. That's why I created this artifact that help me use transcriptions and transform to the actions. And today I show you how to build this from scratch. So, quick context before we start. Artifacts is not a text. Artifacts is small utilities or small software that you can build inside the cloud, share with your team, or just use for yourself and cover different workday activities. Without build the full application, forget about deploying and set. And now you can use artifacts for different areas, like for trackers, for dashboard, for utilities, for prototypes, for research helpers, or for different areas that you can imagine and create. Let's start from case number 1. It's prompt system or prompt artifact. So always when I start working with prompt, I have my 5-element framework that transform my rough prompt to structure prompt that help me create a nice outcome. So it's always include the context, goal, scope, data, and expected result. I want to create the artifacts that will receive my draft text, and then I receive the nice structure output using my 5-element framework. And now I want to show you how to do this from scratch. How to start using the artifacts on your Plot account. You need to download the app. I always use the app for your laptop or computer. In the left sidebar, you can find the artifacts tab, and there you can choose the new artifacts. Here you have 2 options using the chat or co-work. Co-work work mostly if you want to save all your files on your device. But for this case, I will use the chat. And then Claude asks for us a couple of questions. Let's start from scratch. But if you have ideas and these ideas match with these templates, you can use these templates, and Claude will ask you a couple of questions to improve the outcome. But for my case, I will use start from scratch, and then I show you what you need to prepare if you want to create a nice artifact. Let's press start from scratch. So Claude asks a couple of questions. What do you want to build? Who is for? And any specific format. I always start from the problem because I have this problem that I need to transform my prompts to structure. Good. Also the goal, I want to create a nice tool that will help me just use my draft prompt and receive the nice structure output. And the format, I want to receive the table that I can just copy and paste in any chat or any tool. And also I added some screenshot from my system, about my system, from my notions about the 5-element framework. And then you can just run. You can choose any models if you want, but default Sonnet 5 height for myself works. So let's run and see what we will receive. So after a couple of seconds, I received the structure, the overview, what we want to build. You can read this, how it works, the structure, design, etc. You can change or improve something if you want. But for me, it's okay. I like this structure, how it works, and the design, etc. And I just press let's to build this. And now, after a couple of minutes, I received a nice structure, prompt structure that I can use. Now let's try to use this. It's not my first time. Okay, I see the nice product that I can use. Let's add my draft. I created some draft prompt about my presentations. I want to create some presentations about my product for investors and share some numbers, a roadmap about my product, and etc. But it's just draft prompt. Let's see and try to structure this. I hope it works. Here we have some table. Here, press structuring. Let's see if it works, because for me it's first time. Maybe it's not working. Okay, we have the problem. Something went wrong, structuring the draft, try again. Okay, we can just copy this error from console and add to our chat and ask try to fix it. And let's see. Let's wait a couple of seconds or minutes and see the next version. So after a couple of seconds, we have some errors about API, temporarily overloaded, but Claude fixed it, and I received the working product. And I used the same draft prompt. I structured it and received nice structured prompt based on my 5-element structure. Also, what you can do next, you can just copy this during my settings, this artifact, and paste in any chat. Yeah, it's markdown structure and it's correct structure. What you can do next, you can use this, let's say, artifact in chat, but also you have options to publish these artifacts to, let's deploy these artifacts to servers of Claude and using a link in your browser. You will receive some link, and through this link, using your browser, you can access to this art. Let's try. So you receive the link, and what next you need to do? You need to just copy and paste this link to your browser. Of course, in this browser, you need to be logged in to Claude if you want to use this tool. Because if you use this tool in your team, you need to use Claude team subscriptions, and everyone will have access to this tool. So let's see, and let's try to use this same draft prompt that I used in the chat and try to structure this draft prompt using my 5-element structure. It's my first run. Hope it will work. Let's try and see the result. Sometimes some issues can happen, but we can fix it. I mean, this is nice. It works. You see our draft prompt nicely structured using my 5-element. And also I can just copy and paste this table to every chat that I want. Nice. In this case, I can say that we can close the case number 1, and then we can go to case number 2. After this result, I can say that case number 1 is closed, and we see the nice result. Now let's go to case number 2, working with draft data and transform this data to nice dashboard. So let's go to case number 2. Let's imagine that you have raw data from any marketing, any product, or any marketing activities. For my example, I create a sample based on my real product, the Time to It iOS applications that I have App Store, and you can download like this sample from the App Store or generate using the Claude or any AI model. And what I need to do, I want to transform this raw data to a dashboard that I can use with my team or with someone who want to look at my numbers and etc. So I have some raw data, a lot of data, a lot of numbers and etc. And I run the same structure that we did before. I run artifacts in Claude. I answered a couple of questions, problem, call, format. I also upload the CSV file that I showed you before. Also, I added here what kind of graphs I want to see in my dashboard. Of course, you need to be prepared for this. You need to know what you want to see, how you will work with this, and etc. I added a couple of graphs to my dashboard, and then I run this prompt, and after maybe 10 minutes or 15 minutes, it takes a lot of 23 minutes ago. I see the numbers here. 23 minutes it's took to run this dashboard, and after a couple of hours, I received a nice, let's say, tool. It helped me transform my raw data to nice dashboard. I want to show you how it works now. I can upload just my CSV, and now I see the nice dashboard that I can show to my team, colleagues, investors, or someone who want to see mine now. Of course, I can do the same as I did in the previous artifact. I can publish these artifacts and use this link in my browser, add to my bookmark, and in the future just download CSV file, because this CSV file always included the same structure. This is so important thing, because if something will change in this CSV file, this tool will not work, because it's always connected to your current structure in your CSV file. You need to be careful with this. But in my CSV file, I always have the same columns. For me, it's not the problem to use this tool. For example, you can transform and use this idea for any daily activities that you have and transform to dashboard like that. So let's go to case number 3. It's about education, and I want to show you how I work with that. So the next case is the learning system that helped me analyze your video, because sometimes it takes a lot of time and I don't have free time to watch the whole video, but I want to see the nice highlights, rules, and actions what I can do. So I created this artifact. Use the same structure, problem, goal. I want to receive the top 5 rules, top 5 highlights, and 5 next actions that I can do or learn or try. So, and format a nice list that I just can copy, paste to my task management system. Of course, Claude asked me a couple of questions, give me some vision about this system, and what I need to do, just say, yes, let's do. And after a couple of minutes, I received a nice system that I can use. I published this and want to show you how it works now. So what we have, no, it's our old system. I want to show you this tool, how it works. You need to press the link, but I guess you can remove the link, because the main point here, if you want to minimize any integration and etc., it's just using the transcript, some link how to do this, and etc. Then you can just analyze my video. Let's see how it works and what kind of result I will receive. For me, it's most interesting, and because I want to just copy and paste and use this. It takes some time to analyze this transcript. It's not so fast, but it saves a lot of hours to use. So top 5 rules, top 5 highlights, and next actions, what I can do, like install some skills, run the context doctor, and etc. And etc. I can use this like a checklist, but I didn't ask about that. But okay, you can use this. Then I can just copy this list and add to my management system and use this. It's published. It just link. Everyone who in your team have this link can use this. So, and now let's summarize everything that we did today and pass my thoughts about these artifacts and how you can use this in the future. Everything that I showed you today can save a lot of time to you if you know how to use this and where to implement it. Artifacts, it's so powerful. I like a feature in Claude that you can use for your manual or recurring task daily base. You need just to understand the problem, goal, and then ask Claude artifact to create this tool, publish this, and use daily base. If you have a team, you can use the team account, publish for your team, and minimize and automate some manual. But if you want to receive all my prompts that I paste to Claude artifacts, just let me know in comments. Subscribe to my channel for the future videos, because in the future I want to try and show you how I work with agents in Codex, in Hermes, in Grokbot, and etc. So see you later in my future video.